Happy Friday, first and foremost. So before we actually get into today's lesson, real quick, today is a B-Day.
Can anyone recall where did we stop on Wednesday in math? What new concept did you guys learn?
It was model.
Multiply.
You did multiplication.
Yeah.
Good job. Okay, and what new strategy did we learn to do our multiplication with?
I think it's called the model.
Area models.
Area
Models. Good job. So for today, we are solving 2-digit by 2-digit multiplication word problems featuring area models and partial products. So you guys worked on partial products on Wednesday, but may not have noticed what a partial product really was, and that is the purpose of today's lesson.
So, what should you guys expect from me? I'm gonna model examples first. I know that Wednesday was our first time actually seeing area models, so I'm gonna model the examples on the whiteboard, then I'm gonna guide you through the problems. It's a step-by-step process, okay? So I'll be able to give you guys feedback as we're working through it. This will be a combination of I do it during this part, you're gonna have to practice, and then you're gonna do it independently. So okay? Simple enough. What do I expect from you to solve word problems? So now we're gonna be combining the word problem concept with the actual area model concept to ensure that you guys are getting the problem solved. So you will solve word problems with guidance, explain your thinking out loud, you're gonna share it with the class. It's gonna be very interactive as our lessons usually are, and you're gonna complete an exit ticket on your own, which is why I gave you guys that paper for you guys to be able to show your work in your meeting, okay? Alright. Objectives. Again, you're gonna solve 2-digit multiplication word problems. You're gonna show me your process using the templates that I gave you guys to help you solve. I know for you all who are present today, you guys are fairly well being able to use paper and pencil for getting your work done. But if you would like the actual place down the counters, I have those as well, okay? So just let me know if you need that, and I will make sure that we can use this. Fair enough?
Alright, so let's get into our first problem. So word problem 1. Who wants to read this problem for me?
Oh.
Go ahead.
A store is hosting a fundraiser. They are selling 72 boxes of cookies. Each box contains 17 cookies. How many cookies are there in total? Okay, so the problem is
What will you guys be doing? What operation? Are you going to be dividing, adding, subtracting, multiplying? Multiplying. Thank you, Brian. So this will be with multiplication, okay? So again, for this first problem, we're going to solve it together. So you guys remember this, right? Does this look familiar? Solve it through together. If you need extra scratch paper, let me make sure I do that for you right now. Hold on. Okay.
if you need a pencil, go ahead and get a pencil. Hey, what? Found it. There we go. Okay. It's very similar, right?
Everything. Brian, have you ever read this before?
Yeah.
You have? Oh, perfect. Okay, so this is using the area model. So if you can recall, it told us that it was 72 boxes of cookies. And then each box has 17 cookies, so we know that we will be multiplying. So I broke down the equation for you guys. So who remembers, how did we get 70 and 2 at the top? How did we get that?
70 and 2.
Where did that come from?
Remember from yesterday, the 7 is just not a 7, it's actually a 70.
It's 70 because it's in the what place?
The 10th
It's in the tens place. The tens place. And then the 2 is in which place value?
The ones.
It's in our ones place. So when we did our area model, remember, it's already on the board, but just so we can recall how that number was broken down. Then we had 17. In our tens place, we had the what? The what number was in the tens place?
Oh,
Our 1. And then in our ones place,
7.
7.
Oh.
7. Okay? So we broke that number down. So remember what I taught you guys. 70 times 10. First part, 70 times 10. We have 700, right? Next thing, 2 times 10. We have what? What's 2 times 10?
20.
20. 70 times 7. 7 times 7 is, look at your multiplication chart if you have one.
It's 490.
490, good job. That's the final answer. 70 times 7 is 490. And then 2 times 7 is 14. Okay? So, now, remember, we're writing down those products. The answer, when you're doing a multiplication problem, what is the final answer called? Your product. There we go, your product. So remember, we're writing down all of our products. So right now, up until we get our answer, these are all our partial products, right? Because we broke the problem down, and until we identify the final answer, these are partials. Now you guys are gonna go and add all of that up. 100 plus 490 plus 20 plus 14. You should be solving for the problem.
0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 4 is 4. 4. Good job.
In our tens place,
0 plus 9 is 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. 11 plus 1 is 11 plus 1 is 12. 12. So we're gonna write 2 and then carry.
carry that one, right?
So now 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 8 plus 4 is 12. 8 plus 4 is 12. So
The answer is 1,224.
You do write down.
Okay? Is it coming back to memory for you all? Are you guys remembering how we did it on Wednesday? Wednesday lesson.
Yes.
If you understand the concept of multiplying, guys, this should be fairly easy because all you're doing is breaking down your problem. Okay? That's all we're doing, is breaking the problems down. Okay? So now, everyone's good? The second problem.
A factory produces how many toys? So 75. 75 toys each day. After 83 days, the factory owner wants to know the total number of toys made. How many toys did the factory produce in 83 days? So again, what operation will we be using? What did I tell you guys we're going to be doing today? We're going to break it down, but what's our operation? I'm talking about operation, remember, addition, subtraction, multiplication. Multiplication. So go ahead, set up your problem.
Now this time I removed a step. So I want to see if you guys remember whatever you want to do. So I have it set up, right? So what's the first thing you're going to do with solving this problem?
We're gonna have to do the tens and the ones places.
The tens and the ones place? Okay.
So the 7 is just not a 7, it's a 70. And the 5 is just the 5 since it's in the ones place.
Okay, and then that's why we have this right here, right?
Oh,
The 70 and the 5, so that was broken down, right? And then over on this side, we have 83, we have our 80 and our 3. Okay? So now, what are we gonna do first with this problem? With 80 and 70, what are we gonna do with those numbers?
80.
80 times 7.
80 times 70, and 5,600. That's the first part, right? On the next side, we have 80 times 5.
80 times 5.
We have 70
Then we have a
times 3, right? What's 7 times 3?
21.
21, good job. And we have that 0 lingering there, 210. And then lastly, 3 times 5 is
3 times 5.
18. We 15.
15. There you go. So now, what do you guys want to do with these numbers?
Solve the problem.
You're gonna solve the problem by adding them. Solve the problem by adding them. Solving it on my side. Tell them, you're not working, why are you back? You're the only one who said who's not working. There's no justification. I'm really showing you how to do the work, how to solve the problem. We're working through it together. That's the point of guided practice. When I do it with you, I'm modeling it with you to make sure that you guys understand the concept. But that also requires you to be what? Engaged, right? Yes or no?
Done.
Thank you, Ramona. Let me see what answer did you get. Good job. Brian, what you have? You still working through it?
Yeah.
Not ready yet? That's fine. Janaya, you have yours? Good job. Okay. Everyone got it. 6,225. Okay? Is that making sense for you guys so far? Do you understand why we're breaking it down? So for you guys, it's very simple. So do you guys like that better than traditional method? This is the traditional method. Which place is easier so far for you?
This one.
So y'all like the area models?
I like it.
Okay. So the next thing,
Break down the numbers and add them all.
breaking down the numbers and adding them up. Good job. So now we're gonna go into IXL. Here we go. So I have it pulled up, okay? So it's synced into your, remember, to solve, we're gonna actually be using our area model template that I gave you guys. So look at what you have in front of you, and that's your area model template, okay? So I want you guys to work on how we're gonna solve that problem. A pet store has 16 tanks of tadpoles. There are 12 tadpoles in each tank. How many tadpoles does the pet store have in all? So we know that we have to first decompose that number. We're gonna break it down. 10 and 6. And then we do the same thing for 12. And we got what numbers?
10 and 2.
10 and 2. Those are our factors. Good job. Keep solving it through. First thing, 10 times 10.
10 times 10 is 100.
10 plus 10 is 20. But 10 times 10 is 100. Good job. 10 times 6.
10 times 6 is 60.
10 times 6 is 60. Great job. 2 times 10.
Well, 2 times 10 is 20.
20. Great job. And then 2 times 6.
And 2 times 6 is 12.
2 times 6 is 12. Tyler, are you working? Are you writing down? Your peers literally just guided you through the answers. You should be writing those answers inside of the squares. It's also on my board. I'm giving you the visual so you can see it as we are discussing the problem. But you have to pay attention in order to understand what we are doing. So what are we going to do next, guys, with these partial products?
We're going to add them up.
We're going to add them up. Has anyone already solved for the problem, or are we still working through it? Let's go ahead and add it up on your side, on your column. Let's go ahead and add it up. I'm solving the problem on my side. I want you all to solve the problem as well. I have my final product. I want to see, did you guys do the same that I received? Ramon, baby, right over here. You're breaking it down.
Thanks to the shapes, guys. The way I have the template set up is giving you the walkthrough. Look at the shape of the rectangle. This lets you know this answer should be in this rectangle, this answer should be in this rectangle, this answer should be in this rectangle, and then this one should be in this one. See the correlation? Yeah. Pay attention to your rectangle. Look at that, the outline. It's different outlines. Please know 100 goes there, 60 goes here, right? The dotted line rectangle, 20 goes here, and then the last one goes here.
192 is the answer. Yeah, 192 is the answer. Okay, I'm so sorry. That was my error. I was thinking about something and writing something different. 192 is the final answer. So I checked off your 3 papers, which you guys definitely got that one right. So we're gonna go ahead and key in our answer. Make sure you guys put it within your ISL while we're on 192.
Okay, multiplication better. Well, since you're breaking it down with multiple other numbers, it makes me see more and more of what the answer is. And then the product, all the products you see on the wall, you have to add all of them up. Okay, so you can really just see the numbers, right? So you can make sure that as you're solving the problem correctly. So when you break it piece by piece, you're able to identify if you're making mistakes, right? Because we know in multiplication, if we make one wrong mistake with the number, it can mess up our entire problem.
It's a work in progress. We're going to continue to work on area models. But just to see where you guys are, turn to that last sheet. This one? The last sheet right here. Yep. That right there. 47 times 28. And that's to help you with this problem right here, which says a farmer planted 47 rows of corn. Each row has 28 corn plants. How many corn plants are there in all? So it's already structured for you guys. I did part of the work. 47 times 28 is independent. I want you guys to go ahead and walk through the problem of how you would solve it using area models. You guys are going to go ahead and break it through. That's why I had you guys do those first two examples on that template sheet so you can be comfortable, and now you can solve for it on your own. Okay? So the time is 10:15. At 10:20, I will be collecting it. So as a class, I demonstrated 2 in our introduction when I was refamiliarizing you guys with what we did, because on Wednesday is when we were first introduced to area models. So I went back and refreshed your memory. I did examples where I had you guys walk me through it, or I walked you guys through it, right? So that was me showing you how to solve using the area model in group jam, so that everyone would have the same problem and could see it on the board. We then walk through the problems together, right? And now it's your turn to show me what have you learned in today's lesson. If you're still struggling, that's okay. That lets me know that we have to put more time into doing area models and understanding that it's not going to be perfect. You may not grasp the concepts, but at least start from somewhere and try. Okay, so it's actually 10:20. So that's been 5 minutes. Let's see how close are we to being done. All right, guys, so I gave you, it is now, I told you guys at 10:15, we're gonna have 5 minutes. For the sake of time, it is now 10:23. So let's go ahead and pause where you are. We just did. What are some things you guys can improve on? What are some questions you still have? Breaking down the numbers? Is that what you said? Breaking down the numbers. Who else struggled with breaking down the numbers? Tyler, did you struggle with breaking down the numbers? So it's seeming like you may have to do a mini lesson on how to decompose a number so it can make sense when you're trying to
apply it to multiplication. This is why we have these lessons. This is why we have these conversations where I'm constantly asking you, what are you not understanding? There are so many levels to solving math, and it's important to ensure you guys know how to do it. You can make those connections, so you can really connect it when you're solving the problem. This goes back to place value. This goes back to decomposing numbers. This is something you might have learned in previous years, when in high school. However, if you don't remember it, that's fine. Miss Harris, can we do a mini lesson real quick on how to break down a number? I don't remember. You guys have to tell me so I know how I need to teach you. Does that make sense? All right. So we are going to go ahead and conclude with math, and now we're going to prepare to go to our next